Hello, hello, in the Good Company podcast. And I'm Alos Kitman here coming to you from my beautiful studio in Costa Rica, I think, or it's Hawaii. It's a new background on Google Meets, which I really like and I enjoy. And I pretend that I am in my studio in Costa Rica recording this beautiful podcast for you. Weekly dose of inspiration, thought provocation, inspiration, all with the goal to have more fulfilling, more aligned, more beautiful life. Sometimes I have guests, always somebody who creates a better world in my perception, who inspires me, who have a conscious business or interesting business. And sometimes I do solo, like today, another solo strike. And today, let's talk about about your power and AI. And I did a while back, initial episode when the whole conversation about AI started, but it's still coming at me. I have some conversation with people, being scared, being fearful, being kind of in this fear mentality. So let's talk about it again, because just like I said before, I believe that anything, and I said it many times, but anything we create, at some point we can get it to and bring it to the level of self-destruction. Example, guns, right? I don't believe the guns were initially invented to kill ourselves, each other. But at some point, we pointed them at each other, right? Self-destruction. Let's take social media. I don't believe social media was created to manipulate, spread chaos, spread fake news, to bully each other. But at some point, we did started using it this way, right? So I believe the same thing applied to AI. I think we need to remember that it really depends on how we use it, how we utilize it, and it's crucial. I'm always an optimist, but I'm always an optimist with realistic foundation and aspects and understanding the weak points or the threat points, right? Like I'm always an optimist aware of threat points. So when it comes to AI, what are the biggest threat points? I don't believe, at this point, AI, I think it's just a glorified Google or glorified searching machine, right? Like what it's producing is everything that these people who owns it, who code it, I don't know how this work on the background, but that's how I believe, put into it, which is basically everything and anything that is available online. So it's again super fast glorified search engine, right? Or creating engine, like if you use it for creating, I don't know, pictures or whatever. And it's really the only pain points, and not only like the pain points I see, and I would love to hear if you see something that I don't, because I think just like with anything else, people who create AI, who are in charge AI, should have a troubleshooting team that is focused solely on the fact that what are the pain points, what are the downfalls of AI and how we can protect ourselves from it. There should be like a literally task force, and I don't know even if the companies who own it, because it may be a conflict of interest, but maybe it should be actually outside third party, like a governmental agency who oversees that and who works on those potential threats. But when it comes to AI, I really, again, the biggest threat I see, besides seeing amazing opportunity to help us, do things faster, streamline things. I always say like, oh my God, my best assistant now that in a few seconds spills out for me a text that I wrote without any grammar and misspelling, right? That does a little research for me when I need it. But the biggest threat is really when we overutilize it, and the threat is even bigger because it's kind of like it's hard to control, right? Like, oh, I need this, let me go to ChatGPT. I need this, let me go to ChatGPT. If we get get into that habit, and instead of and lose ability, and don't keep training ourselves to think critically, to think creatively, to imagine, right? If we are going to outsource those, because those are really that's what created AI at the first place: our imagination, our creativity, our critical thinking, and thinking, okay, this is the status quo, what if, right? Like, what if we did it differently? That's what that first place create. Literally everything, single thing handmade by, not handmade, but man-made, you see around, it was our imagination, it was our thinking, it was our creativity, it was our critical thinking. Okay, this is what it is now. How can we change it? How can we improve it? Thinking critically, how can we make it better? So that's, I think this is the most gigantic threat. So that's why I really, I forbid my kids to use it in that capacity, to like provide them information and create things for them. I had a friend who a while ago like created a poem through AI, and I was like, oh my God, this is exactly it. This is like the biggest threat, right? Like that, this like creativity, like that we could utilize ourselves and bring our essence to the world, is going to be outsourced to machines. So I think that's the biggest, really the biggest threat. And then the other I was thinking lately about is also, there are people who are in charge of those machines, right? In charge of those of this product. And just like with, looking at Facebook, at algorithm, at laws around it, that's the threat, like how they are going to be shaping it, how they are going to be managing it, overseeing it. Is it possible to feed it information that is incorrect or skewed or algorithm manipulated, right, to spread some knowledge, right? I think when we had books and they were printed, it was much harder to manipulate it and put some kind of different truth in. So I think that's the other big threat I'm thinking about. But by end of the day, I just think that we need to understand that we are the greatest machines that are existing. I always say, you are the greatest machine, right? Like the genius machine. We are those greatest machines ever created, existing on this earth. We really are, between our brain, our emotions, our intuition, our body, that it's like a genius machine. And this product, AI, this thing is created by us. So we have governance over it. We have power over it. You have power over it, how you use it, right? Or you maybe don't use it because you want to boycott it. And one thing I always bring up this idea, not always, but I bring this example of this friend who, who, that was a while ago. I had several conversations other about AI and fear around it lately, but he was so scared as a composer that, oh my God, the AI is taking my job and my work, and everybody's creating music through AI. It's so much faster, so much cheaper. This is the point, when you dabble on being you, on your talents, on your abilities, on your craft. For this friend, what I told him, I was like, this is the moment when you create even more music, when you learn another instrument, when you double down on your talent, your essence, your soul expression through music, your craft, your skills. Because there will be a moment with AI and anything that's created by machines, that it will be so fast, it will be so cheap, that it will have no value. And what is going to have value, we're going to go back to things created by us. It's kind of like, like with the food. I think food is a great example. Like we were like, so, oh my God, fast food, so much food, whatever, always available all year long, all products. Now what we are valuing more, what we are willing to pay more money for a little farm that organically, seasonally grows delicious, fresh, natural, hand-picked fruits and veggies. You know what I mean? It will be the same cycle, and I think the same idea. So again, I'm just want to remind you today, don't be fearful, use it wisely. There's so much potential to streamline your work, to bring ideas to fruition, to double check things, or I don't know, to know yourself. Like, I always ask so much astrology questions to AI and ChatGPT, and it's just so fast, and I love it how fast it is. So there's just so much opportunity. It's all up to you, and you have a power to how it's going to move forward, and we have a power, right? Are we going to turn it against us, or are we going to use it as wisely as possible, and to our advantage, and to our prosperity, and success, and just growth, right? I really truly believe that. I really think that. So don't be scared, don't be worried. I'm just thinking how many, like, all this rhetoric of like fear and chaos is coming up right now, how like these forces and energies are just like pedaling so fast, because so many people are waking up and understanding and seeing clearly through things, and asking for better, and wanting for better, and not stepping down, and holding their force. And it's just like, and it's just such a like a last scream of these powers of like a toxic, patriarchal, unfortunately, negative, overconsumption, chaos, fear energies. And it's interesting to watch. Don't participate, but watch. Anyway, that's it for today. Don't be scared of AI. Use it to your advantage. Use it wisely. Use it smartly. And until the next time, love and light. But before we go, of course, there is an ad that nobody paid me for, but please go to onetreeplanted.org and plant a tree. This is one of the most important ways we can affect positively climate change. You can. One tree costs $1. They just announced that since they started, they planted over almost 500,000 trees around the world. What a great number. What a great cause. What a great company. And also for yourself, build some good karma. Hey, for you and your family. I'm serious. So go and plant a tree. Until the next time, love and light, and slightly bit of shadow.